happy day, I'm good. And I've been spending a lot of time at home just sitting around binge watching this channel called Jubilee. They have this series called Odd Man Out, where a bunch of people try to find the person who's lying about a particular topic. This is the one video on their channel that I have not seen. It is 6 middle schoolers versus 1 secret 5th grader. I'm so excited to watch it, and I figured I'd film it and watch it. I didn't think that this was gonna be good reaction content initially, but then I saw Felix do it and I really liked it. So let me know what you think of this. And definitely subscribe to Jubilee because like this content actually bangs. I love it.
Do you remember your transition from elementary to middle school? Do you instantly think of the burden of homework, less playtime, and of course, the stress of being liked by others?
Okay, so this is actually a really interesting point because even though there isn't much space in years between an elementary schooler and a middle schooler, I feel like I changed so much as a person. Like in elementary, I was so innocent and cute and like I didn't really care about a lot of things. And then in middle school, like it felt like everything was so different. Like I hit puberty, like oh my goodness. I wonder if there's like a high school version of this because I hit like puberty in middle school and then second puberty in high school, and like that was a very intense change. But I feel like I really lost my innocence in middle school.
I hope it reminds you of what it was like to be a middle schooler.
Oh, I hope not. Middle school was like a mess. So I'm looking for the kid who has the most pain in their eyes.
We brought together 7 middle schoolers.
I am a middle schooler.
I'm a middle schooler.
Do you remember looking this young in middle school? This isn't an episode of Riverdale where 25-year-olds are playing like middle school to high schoolers. Like this is actually, like these are little babies. They're so cute and they all look equally young to me.
If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize.
Oh, these kids are trying to make some money.
If the liar survives, they win the entire prize.
Don't you just love this concept?
The hardest text I've ever taken was the S-back text.
Okay, so one of my first questions was, like, usually when this is adults, they're really good at, like, kind of hammering each other, but it's really good that they wrote out questions for these kids. What's the hardest test you've ever taken? Because, like, kids don't really know what to do.
There are a bunch of people and like they also like sound the same.
Hamilton, he made a bank. George Washington, he killed some people. Thomas Jefferson, he also killed some people.
If this kid was an adult, I would say that this kid is probably the mole because it seems that he's overcompensating. But I would be doing the same thing if I was in middle school because you don't know how to act when you're a kid. That's why this is so hard. Like my idea of confidence when I was in middle school was being like, I am here and I'm talking a lot, I'm confident. But really, like, I feel like these other kids are gonna be sus of this poor little guy.
From the beginning, I was probably most suspicious about Ty.
I knew it! I think that this girl's in middle school, for sure. Like, for sure. She just has a little bit more, like she's come into herself a little bit more. Sarah, I think you're in middle school.
Mine was a history test. I hate history. If there could be no history in this world, I'd be happy for the rest of my life.
Yeah, all the names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luke, you're quite non-talkative.
Okay, this kid, you're quite non-talkative.
I'm in 6th grade, but I take 7th grade math now. You know, like 6-7 accelerated.
Ooh, this is like a little advanced placement kid. So it's funny because I thought it was gonna be like 8th graders versus like 5th graders because I was thinking like middle school, like 7th and 8th grade, but I forgot that 6th graders are also involved. And I remember in middle school being in 8th grade and being like, these little 6th graders are so tiny. Like they look like little babies. And it's gonna be really hard to distinguish a 6th grader from a 5th grader. That's only 1 year. This is like expert mode.
So, do I just start talking?
Oh, he's so cute.
I was absolutely gunning for Luke. There was something in him. He was quiet. I feel like middle schoolers are complete extroverts.
I think that you're an extrovert. I was so quiet in middle school that this one teacher hated me because I wouldn't say good morning back. And it's so weird because like I had these little tics when I was little. Like I wasn't doing it because I was rude. I wasn't trying to be rude. It wasn't anything against her, even though she thought it was. Like I just couldn't do things that authority figures expected of me for a really long time. And I came off the wrong way for a very long time.
It's like when you're at school, you learn like there's not much going on, but when you miss a day, there's so much you miss.
I'm usually a healthy child and I'm not really sick, but whenever I'm sick, there's always a substitute.
When I was in the 4th grade, I got put up for an award to win a scooter with like the 5 other kids who never missed a single day of school. And I couldn't believe that there was only like 5 of us. It was insane. Oh one day in middle school, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is like part of my traumatic middle school experience, but like one day in middle school, I took a sick day. I came back and everybody hated me. It was an actual nightmare. So yeah, missing one day in middle school, you can miss out on a lot. I feel like when you miss one day in the 5th grade, you come back and people are like, oh, hey, I missed you in middle school. I'd be like, we all hate you now. We ate lunch without you and decided it's so much better.
I hate my substitute because she will let every other kid do anything by themselves. Like, you could go to the office, you go to the recess to get something that you accidentally left.
Wait, you have recess?
Oh, you don't have recess in middle school. This girl just outed herself. I was about to say that she's probably a middle schooler because she's complaining about stuff, and I complain, like, elementary, didn't complain. Middle school, complained about everything. But she's saying that she has recess. We don't have that in middle school. I'm saying we as if I'm still in middle school. That was like eons ago.
No, I'm talking about in elementary.
She said something about recess. I was like, we don't have recess.
Get her, Sarah.
You've been a bit quiet.
Okay, well, it's because you're all talking over me.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god, I love him.
Right now we're learning about the slope. So it's basically 2 dots on a graph and you have to find the difference between those dots.
Is that middle school? I think that might be middle school. I remember not needing like the trigonometry set until middle school. I don't remember. The fact that this little guy is talking about what he's studying is proof that I think that he's a middle schooler. And he's also trying the experimental haircut too.
I wanted to be kind of the leader, and I wanted people to see me like, this kid's not the mole. He's way too aggressive.
I feel like Ty might be the elementary school kid because he's really taken over. Or he could just be really confident. It's so hard to tell right now.
Wait, no, it's not red yet. Middle school is the black hole of
It's
crap.
red.
Ty's like, it's a shade of pink, okay? It's not red. I'ma keep talking. Well, he's really like driving his point home. I feel like the people in this game who have the strongest perspective usually do the best. I've binge watched a lot of this.
This is burgundy.
Okay, this is definitely red now.
It's red.
Oh, everyone thinks it's Ty. Oh no, is Ty gonna get voted off? He's so much fun. This is the issue with when I'm watching like reality TV shows and like they vote off the person that I like the most, even though I think that they're probably the person, but they just add so much flavor.
I voted for Athie because, I mean, I kind of could tell that people were gonna come for me, so I had to go for someone I thought like everyone was gonna vote for.
Oh, he's so cute. Guys, what about the girl who said that she has recess? These guys are gunning for the guys in the group. You guys know the guys hit puberty later, right? They're gonna look younger than the girls.
The tie is between Luke and Aarti.
Okay, so I have 7 periods because in our middle school we have that, and do y'all have study halls? Because we do. And in seventh grade math right now we're
Oh my goodness, he doesn't know what to say. It's so cute watching kids do this.
I'm a 6th grader because my play and in PE and elementary, I didn't do dodgeball.
I'm sorry, but I played dodgeball in elementary, but I believe him. Like, he's going off on a tangent, and it's gotta be, like, I just believe him, okay? I don't think this is the mole.
Okay, so I'm a 7th grader. I have 6 periods. My elective is leadership, and I didn't be able to say this before, but my least favorite tests are geography tests because there's so many places.
I believe him. I'm like sitting here judging kids. They're so cute though. Oh my goodness, I wore this belt in middle school. She's a middle schooler, 100%.
And then
Okay, he's nervous, but he's got the vibe right now where you're so overwhelmed because there's too many things to think of. I believe this kid. I think that these 2 boys are definitely middle schoolers. Oh no. Oh no, guys, I think you're wrong. Oh, poor thing. Luke, you're gonna have to make a case for yourself because they're gonna come for you next. I know how this works.
Okay, who uses TikTok?
Huh?
I don't.
I do.
Oh, I have.
That's
I'm sure
something
you
the
all
mole
do.
would say. Luke, are you the mole?
I use TikTok because the girls always take my phones and make TikToks on them.
Ooh, okay. The girls like this guy.
When you guys went to middle school, like your first day, like what were you most worried about?
I was nervous that we were gonna get a bunch of homework.
Okay, that's a legitimate concern. I believe her.
Like, as soon as you walk in, they're gonna be all balling you like, I don't know who you is, explain.
I don't don't know what that has to do with this, but I mean, it adds some personality. Every single time you go from like elementary to middle school to high school to university, like all the teachers, when you're like reaching the top of whatever tier you're in, they're like, oh, it's gonna be scary next time. It's gonna be scary in middle school. It's gonna be scary in high school. You're gonna be overwhelmed with homework. You're gonna be screwed. But the only time I was really screwed was post-secondary, in my opinion. That was the only time when I was like, ah, and got an addiction to coffee and was studying all night. Every other time I felt it was manageable.
Scared of like people not liking me.
Oh!
Because in 5th grade, a lot of people did not like me.
How? Her name is Kaiomi and she's the cutest little thing. How could you, like, do I need to go to this girl's middle school and like fight people, fight little kids? She's so cute. How could you not like her? Like, she looks so soft and so cute. Like, I look really aggressive, so I understand why people didn't like me in middle school, but like, how could you be like, oh, she looks mean. She does not look mean. What's wrong with people?
They said I was annoying.
Same here.
I don't think you're annoying. I actually think you're kind of cool.
Kind of cool. I feel like Ty's a middle schooler because he's trying to like, he's like kind of cool. Instead of like, oh, I think you're really great. I feel like in elementary school, it's like, you're my best friend. And in middle school, it's like, yeah. But that means like, I love you and you're great.
My brother and my sister, they all went through the same middle school as me, and they were pretty bad kids. So when I came in, I was like, oh gosh. And she sees my last name, she goes, Starkweather, and then she just gives me like dead eye.
I remember walking into middle school and seeing like the 8th graders that had mustaches, and I was like, I ain't Kansas anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that is so true. Like, when I was entering middle school, I looked at the 8th graders and I was like, holy crap, they look like adults and I look like I'm 11. It didn't help that I hit puberty after everybody else, so I totally get where this girl's coming from, and I believe her.
What year were you guys born in?
I was born in 2007.
I was born in 2007.
I was born in 2007.
I was born in 2008. I'm one of the younger ones.
I was born in 2008, but I'm super smart. I'm not like one of the like the short kids. Like I'm like the one that goes like, excuse me, is you there?
Okay, I think that she is the mole because 1, she said recess, and 2, 2008, that's real young. And like, she's younger than everybody else, so it's gotta be her.
I feel like you're a grown woman put into a little girl's body.
I agree. If it wasn't for recess, I wouldn't think so.
Her emotions and what she did kind of showed me it was like, she is very sassy. And to be honest, I kind of enjoyed that.
Oh, she's so cute. And yeah, I feel like you, like, the older you get, the more you like come into like that vibe. But I still think she's in elementary school. Oh, it's so hard.
I voted for Ty because he was a bit too outgoing.
I think that she did a really smart thing by pointing at him and being like, I think you're the mole, because a lot of people in this will just dogpile on the person who's likely to leave because they're afraid of leaving themselves. So let's see if Ty gets voted out. Let's see if these guys think like strategic, evil adults.
I voted Ty out because I kind of thought he was the mole, and whenever he dropped his card, it said my name.
Ty's just dropping his card and it says Luke. Oh, you don't want to do that. I agree with this girl. I love her. I'm on her team. Ty. Oh, Ty. Oh my goodness. You will not be forgotten, Ty. You added some great flavor to this. I'm gonna miss ya. And I don't think that you're the mole.
I realized I'm talking a lot and I'm shooting out people. People are gonna think I'm a mole. I realized that a little too late.
You played a good game though, kid, and you did some great entertainment. I think it's her, 100%.
What is a myth that you've heard about middle school that like wasn't actually true? Like, but your teachers
Great
tried
question.
to scare you about?
7th graders told me like you can use your phone in class, so I came in class with my phone.
Oh, okay, I believe this kid. Also, I'm going to be really, really shocked if she is the 5th grader. Very genuinely shocked, because I just don't believe it.
We had a project due on Friday, and my friend, she forgot the whole thing at home. I was so mad I didn't talk to her for a week.
Ooh, someone's intense during group work. I understand though. I used to always take the solo project because depending on other people gave me anxiety. All right, nobody pointed fingers at each other this time, so let's, Kaiomi, no. Okay, come on. Come on. What do you guys mean? Why? Kaiomi, I miss you. Poor thing.
Raise your hand if you think that the mole is still in the box.
They are! Guys.
If the lights turn red, then
Oh no.
in the box and you lose. If the lights turn green, that means you voted for the mole.
Guys, it's gonna turn red. 100%. I knew it! I knew it.
Oh my gosh. I messed up. I was like, I should have raised my hand.
Sorry, Luke. Welcome to adulthood, full of regrets. Please be right, please be right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Right! Yeah! She said recess, guys. You should have got her out of there.
I got everyone fooled.
What I
Not
learned
me.
the most is to not trust anyone. Everyone is my enemy.
Don't say that.
You can't trust nobody.
Oh no. These kids are so cynical now. They went from like, oh, I love you, I think you're kind of cool, to don't trust nobody.
I always try to look at the best of people, and then they backstab you.
Okay, I hope the commentators like, please, like, don't take it personally.
But still, backstab's a backstab.
I had so much fun watching this. I always have fun watching this channel, so please go and subscribe to Jubilee. They've got a ton of different stuff like this, and some of it is just like so funny. You just see like so many different personalities, and it's so cool how they take people who like aren't already like on the internet. It's always cool to see like fresh-faced people do competitions like this. I hope that you had fun watching this with me. If you'd like to see me again, make sure you hit push notifications, and I will see you on the next one. Bye! Subscribe to Jubilee, it's a good channel. I'm gonna go watch more.